Okay, hi. So I haven't recorded a YouTube video in forever, so this feels very strange, but I don't know, I thought my story might help some people, and so I thought it might be a good idea to share it. This is probably going to be insanely long, and sorry in advance. I'll put some like time code things in the description so that if you just want to hear about like how the surgery was or like the aftermath or whatever, maybe you could find that easier so you don't have to listen to everything. Yeah, I don't know, my situation's a little weird. You know, I had the surgery almost 2 months ago, and you know, so I was 24. I was about to turn 25, but technically I was 24. And you know, so that's really young, and you know, I've never had kids or anything, and I don't know, I before I got surgery I was looking at videos on YouTube and stuff and trying to get to see what other people's experiences were, and I found some that were very helpful, but I didn't really find anybody who was like in my situation, who was so young and had a whole, you know, the full hysterectomy and got their ovaries removed and everything. And so I just thought I would share my experience. I did write stuff down I have it on my phone in my notes, so I'll probably look down kind of a lot. Sorry if that like annoys you, but I didn't want to, you know, forget anything, and I kind of wanted to keep on track because I feel like I could ramble forever if I don't like try to, you know, give myself a little bit of an outline. So yeah, I guess we'll just get into it. Let's see. Yeah, so I guess a little bit about me. I'm 25. I have been kind of going through stuff for a while. You know, I've always had bad periods and like, you know, just really painful, really lots of heavy bleeding and everything, and so you know, that was always a thing ever since I started getting periods, but like it wasn't anything crazy, like it, you know, kind of sucked until let's see, it must have been March, yeah, March of 2018. So yeah, that's when like, not this, I'm gonna try to speed this up because it's kind of a long story, but that's when I went to urgent care because just like crazy amounts of bleeding. You know, and like I was kind of worried you know, of what was going on, and so when I got to urgent care they were like, you know, you should probably go to the actual hospital, you might need like a blood transfusion, you've lost so much blood and stuff, and I was like, oh my god. So I did that, and I went to the emergency room, and yeah, they were like, you know, we're not sure, you'll have to get an MRI and an ultrasound and all that, but like the bleeding had kind of stopped by then, and they were like, okay, you're okay to go home and everything. So, but that was like my first, you know, like, I guess indication that like something was kind of like not totally normal. You know, it was kind of not funny, but like in the emergency room the doctor was like I was like bleeding like a crazy amount, like, and like blood clots and like just not good stuff, and the doctor in the emergency room was like, sometimes women just have bad periods, so yeah, I think it's just a bad period. And I was like, when you like might need a blood transfusion, I don't know if that's like normal and just a bad period. But anyways, yeah, so at the ER, you know, they did lots of tests. I had to get the MRI later, and they sent me to a gynecologist, which I had never been to one before. I had gotten a pap smear like at my regular doctor's office and stuff, but like never an actual gynecologist. So I went there and they were like, you know, let's try putting you on an IUD, which thank goodness I didn't know how much that was gonna be, like, awful, how awful that was going to be, because they, when I was in the office, they were like, we can do it right now, like, whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm sure it won't be that bad, because I hadn't done any research on it, and yeah, it was so bad, and I'm glad I didn't, I don't know, maybe I would have been more prepared, but like, I don't know if I would have done it if I knew how bad it was gonna be. Not to scare anybody, like, it was definitely worth trying considering like the pain I was in and everything, but yeah, it sucked. I'm sure you probably know that if you've gotten this far. In like, if you're looking up hysterectomy videos, I'm sure you probably know that IUDs suck, but yeah. So let's see, after that, oh yeah, so then yeah, I tried the IUD, I tried physical therapy, pelvic floor physical therapy, which is an interesting concept. And I could talk more about that if anybody wants to know, but yeah, so that was that, and then, you know, it wasn't getting any better, and so you know, they were like, okay, let's do the laparoscopic surgery to get in there and see if it's endometriosis and see, you know, what's going on, because I can't diagnose you with endometriosis until they get like a, you know, they take a sample of the tissue and they can confirm it, but like the only way to do that is to have surgery. So but they were pretty sure at that point that that's what was going on with me. So let's see, that was in March of 2019 that I got that surgery, so, you know, about a year and a half ago. And I got diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis. I don't know, I don't mean to brag, but like, it was pretty bad. You know, I saw the pictures afterwards, and yeah, there was like this big mass of endo, like, kind of like, I don't know, it was like on my cervix basically, and they had to like cut it out, and like they showed me the pictures of like the big mass that was there, and my doctor said that I was one of the worst cases she's seen for somebody so young, because, you know, sometimes it takes a while to grow in people. So anyways, that's what I was dealing with. But yeah, after the surgery I felt really good. I was really happy. I was like, oh my god, they got all that out of me, I'm gonna feel so much better. And, you know, I did for a little bit, but then the pain started coming back, and it only took like a month or two for the pain to start coming back, and yeah, it was kind of dreadful, like, knowing that, like, I don't know, I thought it was over with, and it wasn't. Yeah, but so I guess, like, that's when I started to look at, you know, other options for, like, how to keep going on, and try to make the, you know, pain and bleeding and stuff subside a bit. So that's kind of like the backstory, before all the hysterectomy talk or like even consideration. Like, that's what I was kind of going through. So to skip forward a little bit, this was January of this year, 2020, and I was still in pain, and, you know, I didn't know what to do, and my sister was seeing this gynecologist that she said was really good, so I was like, okay, let me see what he has to say, because, you know, I kind of went through all my options with the other person I was seeing, and I wasn't sure where to go. So I went to that doctor, and I tried he put me on the medication Oralisa, and honestly, it's supposed to do something to almost like, you know, make the tissue, like reduce the tissue that is caused by endo, and I think, you know, like just I don't know how, like, hormone wise and what it does exactly, but it's supposed to help. That's what he said. My sister was on it, and I was like, I should try it. So yeah, I tried that. I really didn't think it was helping. I felt just as bad as always, and as a side note, it made me gain a bunch of weight, which, you know, if it worked, it's totally worth it. Like, don't not take medication just because, like, you might gain some weight. It's just, like, for me, it wasn't working, and it was, you know, making me feel gross and just not good. Not to say that's gonna be everybody's experience and everything. Like, if you've heard of that medication and your doctor wants to put you on it or something, it's worth trying, because, like, obviously it works for some people. It just didn't work for me. So yeah, I tried that and it wasn't working. I tried that for, you know, gosh, maybe 6 months. I think I tried it till June or July. So when I went back, and, you know, this whole time, all the doctor's appointments that I'd had with him, you know, I was like, you know, I don't want kids. I'm not that worried about having kids, you know. And so by, I think it was the end of June or the beginning of July, you know, he was like, okay, well, we could get rid of everything, if that's something, you know, you've thought about and it sounds like a good idea. You know, think about it more, but, like, that would cure all the pain you're having. Like, not having a uterus obviously would, you know, make that pain go away, and I, you know, I was considering it a lot, but yeah, I decided to get the hysterectomy. You know, at the doctor's appointment, we had talked about how, you know, he wasn't sure if he could save my ovaries because of, like, my past history with my laparoscopic surgery before, and, like, how bad off the ovaries were. You know, he was like, I don't know, but you know, we're gonna try, because then you won't have to be on hormones and everything. But, like, I knew that maybe it could be an option. So yeah, I guess next, here are some clips, clips from a little bit before the surgery, and then the few days after. Yeah, I hope it kind of makes sense however I edit this, because I kind of forgot what I said in those, but yeah. Hey, so just checking in. It's like 5:30 a.m. I have to be to the hospital at 7, and my sister's gonna pick me up at 6 to head over there, so I've got like half an hour till I have to go. But yeah, I just wanted to say hi, and I don't know, I'm a little nervous. I haven't slept all night, but, you know, I'll catch up on my sleep in the coming days, I'm sure. I don't know, I look so awful, but that's, you know, I'm just going to the hospital, so that's okay. But I just really want to put moisturizer on and lotion, but I can't, so, you know, that's all right. Yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to say hi, and I don't know, I'm feeling nervous, but overall excited. I mean, you know, this will solve a lot of my problems with pain and stuff, so it's definitely worth it. Yeah, I'm just a little nervous because I don't know who wants to get surgery, but yeah, I will try to check in, probably not before, probably not until after. We'll see how I'm feeling and everything, but yeah, I will be leaving in about half an hour, and I will talk to y'all shortly.
went super good.
What did he say?
He said that he took out both ovaries.
Okay.
And that there was no more endometriosis on your bowels.
Oh, good.
The Oralissa shrank it. So he didn't see anything.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, you should be really good.
Oh, good. But the ovaries were bad?
Yeah, they were really bad.
Oh, okay. Did you see stuff on my uterus and stuff?
Well, he took that all out.
I know, but I wonder if it was still there. Like, there's still
I mean, I'm
stuff.
sure it was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Haley, it's fine. I brought stuff. I can watch TV.
I don't want to watch Dr. Phil.
You want to watch Dr. Phil?
He's got a mustache.
He does have a mustache.
So he knows what he's talking about.
I don't think you should trust anybody with just a mustache.
He's kind of mean, though.
Alright, so I got out of surgery around noon today, and it's around 9 p.m. now. I'm feeling a lot better. When I woke up, I was nauseous and stuff, but it wasn't too bad, and the pain isn't too bad. Right now they got me on some stuff. My back hurts really bad for some reason, but that's okay. I've got a heating pad and stuff for that. But yeah, the surgery went well. It took a little longer than they thought it would, because usually it takes like an hour and a half, but it took around 2.5 hours. But it was fine. They did do the whole hysterectomy, and then they also took out both my ovaries, because I told him to look when he gets in there to see if they're worth saving, and they were not. They were covered in the endometriosis tissue stuff, and they were attached to some like other organs with that tissue, so I just took them out. But yeah, I feel okay. I've been walking to the bathroom by myself, and they let me put my own clothes on, so I feel more comfortable now. And yeah, I feel pretty good, just sleepy, but the pain's not really that bad right now, at least. And yeah, I'll be here overnight until the morning, and then I'll get to go home. So okay.
That's the idea of the Gilded Age, that it looked great on the outside, but on the inside it wasn't so great. So this was the second half of the 19th century, basically, from pretty much the end of the Civil War.
So I just got home from the hospital. I'm doing pretty good. My back still hurts really bad for some reason. I don't know what that's about. But the painkillers are helping. The car ride home was pretty bad, just because we live like 45 minutes away from the hospital, so it was pretty bumpy and stuff. But it's okay. And yeah, now I'm just on the painkillers, so I'm sure I'm a little loopy. I'm just tired mostly, though. Yeah, everything went well. On the way home, we got discharged really early in the morning. It's like 9 now. So yeah, I think that's all. Oh yeah, my mouth is really dry and my throat hurts a lot from that tube they put in during surgery, so that's something, but it's manageable, and it'll go away, so it's not too bad. And yeah, I just try not to move now, and take a nap, and yeah, everything's pretty good right now. It's pain, but not anything unbearable, so yeah. Alright. Sorry about the TV noise in the background. I can get up to change it. But I wanted to show my incisions. So that's from my previous laparoscopy a while ago, but so this down here is the new one. And then my belly button, which I'm sure you can't see very well. And then this one was covered because it was bleeding a bit, so but it looks pretty much like the one over here. But yeah, that's what they look like on the first day. Hi, so it's Friday now. I had surgery on Monday, so 4 days from then. I've just been at home chilling. Yesterday wasn't great. I don't know why, I just felt so sick all day. So I stopped taking the painkillers because I was worried that's what was making me sick. I still feel kind of sick today, but hopefully that'll get better. But mainly I just wanted to check in and say I'm feeling a lot better. I mean, besides the sickness, like I can move around. I took a shower yesterday too. But yeah, I've just been resting. I've been sleeping a whole lot. And yeah, I mean, I can walk, get around. I get tired pretty easily, like my legs. It's crazy how like a couple days of not moving at all makes your legs just like get tired out of nowhere. But yeah, I did want to just show the incisions because they're kind of bruised and stuff, and I don't know, yeah, it's only been 4 or 5 days, so of course they're gonna not look great, but I thought I'd show those. So yeah, so the one in my belly button is bruised, but as you would expect, but it looks pretty fine. And then the one over here is, it's not too bad. And then the one over here, sorry, is like that. So yeah, they're not too bad. But yeah, that's my check-in for 4 days after surgery. Hi, so just wanted to come on because it's been 2 weeks and a day since my surgery. Yeah, I think the last time I checked in was like the Thursday or Friday after. It was on Monday, August 3rd. And it's Tuesday, August 18th? Yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of check in because it's been a while. But not much has changed. I mean, I think the last time I checked in, I was feeling pretty good pain-wise. I still have some like cramping sort of feelings and stuff, but it really hasn't been that bad. I don't know, I feel bad saying that. Like, I feel like a lot of people have a lot of pain, and I've just gotten lucky. And yeah, it really, like, it's not like it's not been, sort of difficult. Like, there has been pain, it's just not a lot. The thing I've noticed the most is like the fatigue feeling, because yeah, I mean, over the past 3 or 4 days I felt like myself again, like able to do everything, but before that I just slept all day and didn't do anything. And I know like my body's recovering and everything, so it makes sense. It's just, yeah, I really was not feeling like up to anything. Also, the other thing that's been, I guess a problem is my hormones have been crazy, which makes sense, especially since they did take out my ovaries, which I guess I wasn't completely prepared for. So, I got put on hormones, so I'm sure that's helping, but yeah, I'm sure my body's just adjusting, but I have been like just a mess, mostly just sad all the time. And I'm sure it has to do with maybe like, you know, me having depression and stuff. Like, I'm sure it's not helpful, but yeah, that hasn't been great. Luckily, over the past couple of days, it's gotten better, I think. So I don't know if that's just like a fluke or like my body is evening out. I hope it's the latter, because that would be good. Like, if I only had like 2 weeks of just like crazy hormone sadness stuff, that's, you know, I can live with that. That's, I don't know, but I couldn't really find anywhere that said like how, like, other people's experiences, so I really didn't know what to expect, and I guess I still don't, but yeah, I just wanted to update that, and I will also show you my incisions since it's been 2 weeks. They look pretty good to me. I think that's everything, and yeah, alright. Okay, there's that one, and then there's this one over here. My belly button's pretty much, it's a little bruised yet, but besides that, it's not bad.
Okay, yeah, so you just saw me all groggy and gross and everything, but I don't know, I thought they might be helpful to show like what I was going through and stuff. I hope whatever I say next isn't redundant. I can't completely remember what I said in those clips, but I'll try to, you know, not repeat myself too much. But yeah, the person talking in those clips, by the way, was my sister. She came with me to the hospital, and she was allowed to stay overnight, which was really good. You know, I was worried about that with the COVID stuff and everything, but you know, we just had to stay in my hospital room, but that was fine, and it went well. But yeah, so that's her talking. So surgery day. We got to the hospital at like 7 a.m. Because my surgery was set for 9:30 a.m., which is good, because I didn't want to like just be like, you know, dreading it all day. So yeah, I was happy about that. Gosh, this time I wasn't that scared. My previous surgery, I was such a baby about it, and like, not to say you can't be a baby and like being scared is totally normal. You know, I don't want to make anybody feel bad if they're scared of surgery or anything, but like, gosh, I cried so much. Like, the poor nurse there like had to like comfort me and stuff, and yeah, I was just kind of, I was a big baby about it. But this time they gave me like stuff to make me feel loopy before surgery and stuff, and I was having a great time. I wasn't scared at all. I don't remember it at all. Waking up, I wasn't sick, which last time I got incredibly sick from anesthesia. But this time was totally fine. So yeah, it was pretty smooth in terms of like that sort of thing. I mean, I don't remember much of it, obviously, but yeah, I was very happy about that. And yeah, I took, you know, painkillers, obviously. We stayed overnight, like I said, and like I'm sure you saw in the clips, and then I had a little breakfast, but I just wasn't hungry, obviously. But yeah, they told me they took everything out, including my ovaries, which like I did know was a possibility, but I don't know, I guess I just thought they would at least keep one. Like, I thought they would be good enough to keep one, so I was kind of disappointed, but like, you know, it's worth getting them taken out. It was kind of, yeah, it was kind of sad to know, like I'd have to take the hormones and stuff, but you know, you can't do much about that. Like, I didn't want them in there, and everything, because, you know, at my follow-up, my doctor told me like each ovary had multiple cysts on it, and yeah, it just wasn't worth keeping them. Oh yeah, and they also took out my cervix, if anybody's curious. I feel like that's like the common thing to do, but I know sometimes they don't, so they did do that for me. Yeah, and then like I'm sure you saw in the clips, I was just really tired when I got home, and I'm loopy on painkillers and all that. But I think I said, you know, I stopped taking the painkillers after a couple days because they were making me sick, and I felt like honestly really fine without them. I mean, it hurt, like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't just like doing great, but I don't know, it just wasn't worth it for me. But that's just, again, my experience. I am lucky that, like, I don't know, I got the laparoscopy, and it, you know, I'm sure like having an open hysterectomy is like 1,000 times worse. So there's that. Yeah, but I was really surprised because my last laparoscopic surgery, I felt awful after, like, pain-wise, and I know, like, maybe it's because, like, last time they'd, like, scrape out tissue from my insides, and this time they just, like, removed everything, like, all that stuff that was causing pain was gone. I don't know, but, yeah, like, after, like, a couple days, I felt good, and, like, after, like, a week, I felt really good. Like, obviously I couldn't bend a lot or, like, lift heavy stuff, but, like, I don't know, I felt really good. So that was nice. And then, also, I don't think I said in any of those videos, but I started taking, the hormones, the hormone the pill I'm taking is called estradiol or estradiol. So yeah, I started taking that right when I got home, you know, to try to make my body as least confused as possible, I suppose. So, with all of that said, the surgery went well. I didn't have a problem with that. Everything was going good, but the main thing I had a problem with was dealing with depression after my surgery, which, I don't know, maybe I didn't find the right videos or read the right articles, but, like, I didn't see many people talking about that. And I know it's different because lots of people get hysterectomies and don't have their ovaries removed, and obviously that's gonna affect things. Like, having your uterus removed is already gonna affect so much, but your ovaries being gone and being put on, like, hormones that aren't your own is gonna be a whole thing. So, like, I know that, like, that's a unique situation compared to some of the videos I watched of people before. But, yeah, I honestly didn't find much online about depression afterwards, and I don't think it's uncommon. Like, I talked to my doctor about it after the fact, and you know, he was like, yeah, that can happen. So I don't know. But to be fair, I do deal with depression and anxiety, you know, regularly, so, like, it makes sense that, like, I'd be depressed, you know, but yeah, I don't know how much I said in the clips, sorry that I can't remember, so I hope I'm not repeating too much, but yeah, I was, for the first, like, week after surgery, my emotions weren't too crazy, I think just because I was, like, so loopy still and everything. I just slept all day, I just felt sick most of the time, like, that was my main concern. But after that, I don't know, I know I mentioned in one of the videos, I can't remember which update, but, like, I think it was the last one where I said, you know, I'm sad, but I'm feeling better today, and I think I'm gonna start feeling better. That wasn't true. Like, a day or two after I filmed that, I felt so awful, so I got my surgery on August 3rd, and my birthday is August 19th, so it was the day of my birthday, and I felt so bad. Like, I cried, like, the entire day. I went to go see some family, like, just my mom and grandma, for my birthday, and, like, I cried the entire time I was with them. which was sad, but they knew, like, you know, I couldn't help it, and they were nice to me and stuff, but like, I was just feeling incredibly bad. Like, my emotions were terrible, and yeah, for a couple weeks after that too, and yeah, it was just bad. So I had my last sort of follow-up with my doctor on August 21st, a couple days after that, and you know, he's like, okay, we don't want you to feel bad, let's put you on twice the amount of hormones you were on, because that can affect things. So do that for a week, and if you don't feel better by then, we'll try an SSRI, you know, antidepressant thing. And so, you know, I was hesitant, because I don't, you know, I've tried medications like that before, and they kind of scared me, honestly. I was really scared, but like, I felt so awful. I've never felt so awful in my life. Not to, you know, just go on about it forever, but like, I've dealt with depression for a very long time, and I've never been that depressed. I don't know what it was. Like, there wasn't anything going on in my life that, you know, to be sad about, I guess. Not that that's how depression works, but like, you know, I was pretty much doing fine, but like, I could not be sad. So I tried the extra hormones. It didn't seem to do that much, because he said those work pretty quick and I should know in a week. So I started the medication Lexapro, which I've never tried before. And yeah, so that was, you know, the end of August. It's now the end of September, and I will say I feel a lot better. Obviously medications like that take a little bit to work, and I knew that going into it. But yeah, I feel 1,000 times better, and you know, it's probably a lot of things. It's probably my hormones evening out a bit. I'm still taking the extra hormone because they didn't want to mess with that. It's probably the medication. I don't know, my body's just healing and feeling good, but like, it's amazing how much better I feel right now. So, you know, I wanted to bring all that up because honestly I felt very hopeless in the month of August and beginning of September. I felt awful, and if I didn't bring that up with my doctor, I don't know if I would have been put on, you know, these medications that are making me feel better, you know. And maybe it's not the medication, maybe it's just my body and it's all placebo, I don't know, but I do feel a lot better, and I'm glad, you know, I brought it up. But I don't know, like, what would have happened if I you know, didn't, I don't know, like, explore those options. And I just think I didn't know what was going on. I felt crazy, like super crazy, because like, I just couldn't not be sad all day, every day, crying, sad. And I didn't see anybody else going through that, and it's not to say they didn't, and it's not to say you know, maybe they just don't want to show it, and that's totally fine, and everyone's experience is different. But like, I just thought maybe somebody watching this, you know, I don't know, maybe if you got the surgery and you felt weird for going through something similar, you could relate to me. Maybe you're considering it and you have depression, or you don't and you're worried about that sort of thing. I guess I'm just trying to say it got better, even though I didn't think it would. And I know it was only like a month of that, but like, it felt like a lifetime. Yeah, I think that's all I kind of had to say about that. But let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you have any questions about anything, my endometriosis, like my past surgery, you know, obviously this surgery, pain levels, you know, how I feel now, all that sort of stuff. I'll pretty much answer anything. I'm a pretty open book, So like any questions, just you know, try to, if you want to leave a comment, I'll try to respond, and yeah, just let me know. Yeah, I think that's it. I feel like this video's 1,000 times longer than I meant for it to be. Yeah, I guess I'll just say getting a hysterectomy was probably the best decision that I could have made. Like, I know all that emotion stuff sucked, but like, I feel pretty much pain-free, and that feels great. I haven't felt that way since, you know, I was 13, so that's kind of crazy, and yeah, I'm just glad that I did it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I don't know, have a good day.